When you're helping people, it feels amazing. I think that's why I love coaching, is because I can help people. Oh, I lost my microphone. Crikey, here we go. Hello everyone, Nancy Taylor here from HeyNancyTaylor.com. It's a little bit of a story time. I'm so excited to rewind a little bit and share with you my online business journey. Now I'm going to go through the last 8 years and what that's looked like. I think this can be helpful for those getting started, those in the middle, just all the parts of building a business, working online, working from home, while having kids and raising them, all the good stuff. I started my online journey back in 2016, and this was a time when I had just had a baby and she was 5 months old.
Hi, my name is Nancy Taylor. This is my daughter. Her name is Ava. She is a baby. Say hi.
She's now 8, which is wild. And I had been teaching in the classroom, and then I was substitute teaching, and I could do a flexible schedule where my husband would watch her, I would go sub, and that was working except for like I had to nurse her and all the things, and it was a chaotic schedule. So I was determined to figure out how to work from home. I started with a couple different things that really didn't, it was like a teaching online position that I think I made $13 a week. Woohoo! Another one I had applied to be like a hotel reservation. They were like, no, you can't have your baby is crying in the background while you're taking calls. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? That is when I discovered online teaching, and I found it on Indeed.com. I specifically found a position with VIP Kid.
Hi, welcome to VIP Kid. I am your teacher, Mrs. Taylor.
So I found that job listing at the same time that I found online instructing for fitness videos.
Hi everyone, Nancy Taylor here. Ava's just gonna sit in her bumpo. Say hi. Now remember, you can be here.
So I would film fitness videos and I would do that from home. This was back in 2016, found both of those jobs in January of 2016. I was like, oh my goodness, this is making, like at first it was maybe $500 a month, then $800, and it was $2,000 a month. And I thought this was the best thing ever. I could do it in the morning before my baby at the time was Ava, would wake up and I would teach, and then I would be with her all day. I fell so in love with it that I started sharing videos 7 months into my journey. That was in the summer of 2016 on YouTube. Here, you can go back and see those videos. They look like this, boom, boom, boom. There I am. In the glory days. After I started creating those videos, I actually had no idea what I was doing on YouTube. I had fitness videos, I had teaching videos, I had travel vlogs. I thought it would be teach, train, and travel. I realized that some of the videos were performing better than the others. I didn't know what SEO was, search engine optimization. I did not know what keywords were. I had no business training. I had no online YouTube training, none of it. I was just thinking, I enjoy watching YouTube videos and this looks like something fun and I want to do it. And I know some people make money doing it. Let's see if I can figure it out. The VIP Kid videos were the ones that were taking off. They were getting more views. I noticed if I put VIP Kid in the title, then it would perform better. I call this piggybacking on a keyword. So VIP Kid was pioneering this online teaching option. They were growing like crazy. People were going to online teaching and it was amazing. It was so fun. It was one of those where you teach and you felt amazing after. It was high energy. It was exciting. And then you were done. You're like, gotta just do your feedback and be done. Now, as I started to realize that VIP Kid videos were performing better, I started to create more and more of those videos. And those turned into how to help other teachers, how to help them to teach online.
Let's go. Hello. Hello.
And at the time, they had a recruiting program where if you send another person a referral code or a referral link and they use that link, then they apply with your link, they become a teacher. Once they're hired, then you get a commission. It was $100 at the time, so $100 per referral. Now this was kind of like bonus cash, like, oh yeah, I mentioned to a friend, or I'm like, this is the best thing ever. And then I started to get strangers online, like people I didn't know in my network or immediate circle that were coming from YouTube. They were watching my videos and then emailing me and asking me how to work online, how to apply, what that looked like. And so I started to answer emails. I started to get emails in my inbox quite frequently asking about teaching online. When I first started with recruiting, I would jump on a phone call, I would jump on a Zoom call. It was taking a lot of time. So I came to find that I was answering the same questions over and over. So I created training videos and put them on a free website, Google Sites, put them there, and then if someone reached out to me, I would have them use my referral code, then they would have access to my training material. They would go through that and have access also to me and a team member. I hired a team member to help me. This was about 2017, 2018, 2019. And so I was building this recruiting business and I was helping others to teach online. So it was so much fun. I loved it. I was one of the top recruiters.
Hello everyone, it is Teacher Nancy.
Mommy, be quiet.
Okay.
Jack's gonna wake up.
There's this thing called Club Orange. It is the top 5 recruiting teachers. So on this trip we had Erin, Christina, or Teacher Tina, Sammy, and Teacher Angela. And then myself. I was there too.
Got to go to China, got to see my students.
China! Okay. Goodbye, buddy. Goodbye, baby. I love you. Oh, my hand. Oh, I'm gonna miss you, princess. Gonna miss it. Well, Dave does that.
Because of you, I've traveled a really long way.
Party has arrived. I know who Dino is.
Oh my goodness.
I stopped teaching as many hours and started to focus more on the recruiting and training other teachers. And that was an amazing place to spend my time because it was automated, I had a team, and also it paid really well, which was really fun. And I got to help more teachers do what I was doing. I love that season. I look back at that season and chapter of my online business journey, and it really is what grew my YouTube channel. It's where a lot of viewers and a lot of subscribers, a lot of people came from. That's where a lot of the growth happened, was my VIP Kid days.
Love it, love it, love it. The grand total is about $245. Say? Okay, so with $245, that's a huge chunk of change.
If you are an online educator or coach and you're wanting to enroll your own students and clients, I have a free guide to walk you through the process to make that a reality. A lot of times we're thinking I need to sell to my family and friends, and maybe we start there, but I want to teach you my simple system that will allow you to start working with your own clients and students. Okay, it's linked below. Now, in 2019, I found, I think it was a podcast by Awesome with Allison. She interviewed Amy Porterfield, who's a business and a marketing expert. She teaches you how to grow an email list and how to sell a digital course. And I didn't know any of the business stuff. And did I know that I would love it? I didn't know that at the time, but I fell in love with it. So Amy Porterfield, I find her podcast and she starts teaching me about an email list, how to sell an offer. And she said, if there's something that you've gotten a result for yourself for and people are asking you how to do it, that could be a digital course. Or if it's a result that you've gotten for yourself or someone else, if people keep asking you the same question, that could be a digital course. So she was just kind of helping me to discover I had a digital course inside of me. So in 2020, I launched my first digital course. It was January of 2020. And I had prepped before for like 5 months in talking about it, creating videos for it. I was just telling people I have my digital course that's coming. What was that digital course on? People had been asking me, how are you recruiting? How are you helping other teachers? And because the bonuses were like, it would be $10,000 for the top recruiter if you hit this specific level. And I was hitting all the bonuses. And I would say, oh, it's simple. I just post videos on YouTube and then people use my referral code. And I realized that people are asking me about this. They're asking other top recruiters about this. I could teach others how to recruit. And someone would say, well, why would you want to teach them that? That's going to dilute your recruiting. I didn't think that at all. I was like, the more the merrier. Let's teach everyone how to do this. So I started my course January 2020. I had 300 students enroll. It was amazing. I was crying. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing to see. It was a 6-figure launch. It was probably like the biggest, 2020 was probably the biggest financial year so far in my online business. And it was just incredible.
All about teaching ESL online, growing your brand, and becoming the best version of yourself.
I'm just so on fire about this. This is like me mapping out my plan. That's my shirts I wear in the morning. Currently what I'm working on, my launch plan to help people.
I can always justify the price tag when I think, what could I teach someone else from what I learned here? I'm creating a better tool and resource for those that I coach, for those that I help by learning this and by teaching myself how to do it. I think it's so important to not just keep it all to yourself. How greedy and how unfulfilling that would be to keep all this to myself. I just finished my live webinar. Goodness, my heart is just so full. I wanted to pop on here if you just joined my cohort and let you know that I am just so touched. First like 10, 20 minutes, 75. It's just going up. Oh my goodness. I just felt your love and energy. I just want to tell you thank you. We have almost 200 students in the course, which is amazing. It is like, I'm just mind blown. I cried every webinar, just like, it's like making something and working on it for a year long and then exposing it to the world. You're overcome with emotion because you've worked so hard.
I learned so much. Did I know how to make the best online digital course? No. Something I learned was don't teach everything. Keep it very streamlined and to the point, because I wanted to teach them everything. My first course has a lot in it. I had to fine tune and make it a little bit more specific and narrowed down. I got feedback from students and I was able to launch it again, and a lot of them said the YouTube portion was really helpful. So I started to focus on teaching the YouTube part. And this is how you start to build a brand on YouTube and attract your own eyeballs to an offer you have, whether it's recruiting, and at the time I was also helping educators with an offer of their own. So that's when I positioned my course a little bit different, which was a blessing, because in July, I think it was June, July of 2020, I lost all of my teaching contracts.
All of my contracts with VIP Kid were terminated. They were, this happened in July of 2020. It's so important to continue to help and serve and progress. Those are so important, and I plan to continue to do those on this channel. I plan to continue to do those in my life and with those that I'm surrounded with.
So I was no longer a brand ambassador. I no longer could teach on the platform. I no longer could recruit on the VIP Kid platform. I have a video, I'll link it here, that goes over when I said goodbye to VIP Kid, and it was from an image that was reported for racism. If you're like, how did you lose all your teaching contracts? And I think it was a blessing in disguise. I really had to like humble myself and really look inward and think, okay, what do I truly want to do? What do I want? Do I want to continue helping teachers? What do I want to do in this season? And I did want to continue with my course. I wanted to continue selling it. I think that group that enrolled that year, later that year, was just some that I hold so close to my heart, because they were just good hearts, good souls, good people that wanted to put good into the world. And I was so grateful for that group of people. So 2020 wraps up. 2021, same thing. I'm still selling a digital course. I'm still doing YouTube, but I got a little burnt out in 2020 and had a big transition. I kind of had this identity crisis of, who am I if I'm not an online teacher, but I'm helping online teachers? And so I kind of like slowed down quite a bit on my production on YouTube. I slowed down quite a bit on just talking about content. I didn't know, I felt really uneasy and unsure of what to share. I'm like, what can I share? I was hesitant. I didn't know how to share my opinion. I really second guessed everything that I said. Like, oh, is that correctly said? Or I didn't feel my authentic self, and it was really difficult for me to show up online. I kept second guessing things, re-editing, and I noticed that it was just taking so much energy. And so in 2022, I actually paused selling my course. I paused all of it. And that was a year where just payment plans were going through, but I really didn't promote any program. I didn't do any of that. Paused my YouTube channel, and I started a second YouTube channel that was fitness. It was fitness videos. So I would do Nancy Taylor Fitness, and I said, I'm just gonna focus on this, monetize the second channel. I have the skill set, I know how to do it. Let's see what happens. So 2022, I launched the second channel. Yes, it has 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. That's how you monetize it there. But I came to find that I tried to launch the same way, webinar, leading to my offer. I used Amy Porterfield's program, and I've enrolled in many programs. I've done Caitlin Batcher's, and hers is for how to turn your course onto Evergreen, which was a mastermind, and it's $20,000 to do her program. So it was one of those bigger commitments, and I had done that in 2021. So my system was automated, and here I am, 2022, I just stopped doing it. Started the second channel, and I loved the second channel. I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with personal development, moving my body. In 2022, I certified as a life coach. I read books that I originally wouldn't have grabbed beforehand, but now I was grabbing them. Brene Brown books. I was grabbing Byron Katie, Eckhart Tolle. These books that are like the inside work, and I was fascinated. I fell in love with personal development. I fell in love with life coaching. I didn't even know what a life coach was. And I found Jody Moore as a business mentor, and I was like, what is she? Like, how's she so good at coaching? I want to do what she does. And she is a life coach. She's certified at the Life Coach School. So I certified at the Life Coach School in 2022. And that is also $20,000. So it was, I believe in your business, you are the best investment. Like if I can invest in myself, the quality of my coaching, how I show up here, do I take care of my mental state? Am I taking care of my priorities? I'm a huge advocate of taking care of your priorities. Mine are my faith, my family, my own personal health, and my relationship with my husband. Those are at the core. That is my core why. I care about that more than online video or creating a brand online. Like if all my videos were to delete and my business went away, like yeah, I'd be a little sad, but not, like I wouldn't be devastated. But the core, like the things I really care about, that's why I keep doing this. I think that creating a brand online is the best personal development journey. I think that it really does develop the skills to allow you to just look inward. I really have grown so much. So this season right here, where I really did a lot of internal work, I started to do more life coaching. I had several clients and I worked with them in 2023. I also worked for another company called Warrior Babe, and I did their nutrition and fitness coaching. I found that job also on Indeed. If you're looking for online work, I can help you. It's something that I've been passionate about, and I love to find not only just any job online, but ones that are flexible, that work with your time and schedule, and ones that are like a skill set that you want to develop and get better at. All of the jobs I've done online have helped me with the future. They've helped me with talking to a camera. Like, look at this first video.
Hi, welcome to VIP Kid.
Not comfortable at all. I've got much more comfortable. They've also helped me with coaching. I used to feel like I had to talk over and tell them what to do. And coaching is so different now. I'm asking questions, I'm helping people find clarity. I really do focus on asking the right questions to direct them in a way that is where they want to go. Because sometimes I could tell them this is what you should do, and they're like, I just don't want to do that in my heart and my soul. And so I really get to the core of what they want, and that makes it so much easier for us to take massive action. When we get to the core of, okay, what do you want? What does that look like? And we really spell that out and get clarity on where they want to go. I love coaching. I love coaching. When I do coaching, I get chills. Like I'll do coaching calls and I'll get chills. I'm like, this is what I'm meant to do right now. It just is. And so I really love it. So 2023, I did life coaching. In 2024, I am coaching still. I'm coaching right now. I do life and business coaching. I help online educators and coaches to enroll their own students and clients. I teach them a YouTube funnel. I love online business. I love marketing. And I feel like it's one of those where you start your own business and you're like, okay, now what? Where do I find students? I created this course, now what? I created this offer, now what? How do I get it going? And really, mentorship and having a coach in my corner has been one of the greatest tools. I feel like you have this high, you're like, yes, and then you have a dip in numbers or anything, and a coach is there to just bring you back. And I am so passionate about having my own coach to keep me in alignment and then coaching those that I mentor right now. All right, guys, thank you for listening to my online business journey. Bye, guys.